Good morning, everyone. Welcome to RBC Saturday Morning Yoga. My name is Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We'll start just by taking a comfortable seated position. So just close your eyes. Come to your home, your quiet home on the mat. Feel your seat rooted on the earth, a block or a blanket beneath you. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your shoulder blades to pull together a bit, chin tucked. Just allow your inner drishti, your inner gaze, fall to the place between your eyebrows. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the universe in Sanskrit. Be a nice mantra to allow yourself to repeat internally for a few rounds of breath. Aham Brahmasmi. As you breathe in, breathing the light all around you. Absorbing it through your vessel, this sacred human body that has come together to be your ship on this human journey. What a gift these bodies are. Coming to the mat, to this practice, allows us the opportunity to come home to the quiet center, to remember the truth, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the universe. We are all the universe, connected, conduits for love, light, and peace. And this practice of yoga allows us to come home to that quiet center, to find the union between our breath, body, movement, mind, spirit, heart. Aham Brahmasmi. As you continue to breathe for a few more moments, I'm going to share a reading from Shawn-Feet Oaks, who teaches Buddhism and yoga at Spirit Rock Meditation Center. The world is burning, the Buddha said, with the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. This is a medical diagnosis as much as a spiritual one. It describes the pain we suffer and its root cause in our own hearts. We are taught to blame either material conditions or people's actions for the world's miseries. But this teaching takes a deeper cause, recognizing that harmful action comes from ourselves and others being burned from the inside. The three fires, greed, hatred, and delusion are all aspects of attachment. All the personal and systemic miseries we suffer, and they're never separate, can be traced back to attachment. In one way or another, we try to nail down a better future by getting things the way we want them to be and hoping they stay that way. But we can't. Stability slips from our grasp, and the grasping inevitably turns to disappointment, frustration, pain, and anger. This diagnosis of the Buddhas is 2,600 years old, but it's as accurate now as ever. The fire of greed literally burns every corner of our planet. Why is it so hard for industrial societies to slow their own growth when we can see the damage we're doing? It's the same for social crises like racism and nationalism. Why is it so hard to end identity-based violence? You might as well ask why it's so hard for addicts to stop using. Attachment is the core organizing principle in our lives and societies, and as a form of addiction, operates largely outside of conscious control. The solution to both individual and systemic attachment is letting go, consuming less, and sharing more. Sharing resources, sharing power, sharing space. Everyone must let go of some of what they want so that others can have more of what they need. Letting go is rooted in the Buddhist practice of renunciation, where we learn to tolerate the discomfort of craving instead of habitually grasping at whatever shiny thing has caught our attention. The word renunciation is charged. It can conjure images of self-deprivation or seem anti-pleasure, but that's attachment talking. Pleasure is fabulous and healthy, but the Buddha described grasping at pleasure as like being in debt. Attachment gives away our power to whatever fleeting experience we are craving in the moment and is really the exact opposite of enjoyment. Renunciation takes our power back. Renunciation unbinds the heart from the pain of attachment, but it is also the foundation of real care for others. As we learn to limit our consumption, both material and social, individually and collectively, we challenge our addiction to always getting what we want. In the open space that then appears is a peace that is fundamentally deeper than the satisfaction of getting our way for a few moments. Without this peace, the fire that burns our hearts and communities can never be put out. I'm thinking about the reading and what we can do individually today. In this practice, I challenge you or offer you the opportunity to practice letting go of the attachment that you have to the way things ought to look or be while you're in this movement asana practice today. Coming home to the breath and to the mantra, Aham Brahmasmi, remembering that you are the universe, that we are all connected, that the fires that burn inside of us and around us they heat us all up. So if we can do our own work, our own housekeeping, and let go of the clinging to whatever we think something ought to be or look like in our simple time here together this morning, that's one step on the path today for damping the fires of attachment. We can take this work off the mat and apply it to the rest of our lives so that we can see where greed or delusion or hate rises up in us, because we all have these seeds. Again, we are all the universe. The universe is comprised of everything. So it's all inside of us. It's what we choose to water. So please bring your hands in front of your heart. And maybe you want to Set an intention beyond what we've discussed to your practice today, or dedicate your practice. And let's open with an Om together. And as we open our eyes, go ahead and slowly come around to hand. Sorry, I'm going to step out of frame for just a second. I need to get my phone so I can keep track of the time. I'm too blind to see the clock on the other side of the room. It's wrong anyway. Okay, time. This will help. I have to cut it pretty close to 9 today because my daughter has soccer practice. Starting soccer today. It's very exciting. All right, come to your hands and knees. Hips distance apart, shoulders distance apart. And just take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhaling on cow and cat, pushing the floor away. Really pulling your navel to your spine. Inhale. Pushing the floor away. Inner elbows facing forward. Exhale. Maybe you want to make some hip circles. Bring some movement into your cat and cow. Just move on your breath. Take a few moments. Maybe even close your eyes or halfway close them, just so that you can really feel the breath start to move through you. Make sure you go both ways on your hip circle. And then when you come back, you feel pretty even. Come back to the center. Take one more cow. And then as you exhale to cat, go ahead and push back to Balasana, and child's pose. If your forehead doesn't reach the earth, you can always stack your hands. Remember, there's always modifications in every shape. Again, not attaching to what you think it ought to look like, but rather coming home to the sacred temple of your body and listening to what it's telling you. Not being greedy with how far you go. Just right effort. Inhale. Good. Exhale there, and then inhale, come onto your toes, and exhale into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, nice healthy bend in your knees, maybe even take your feet a little wide, wider than your hips, maybe even as wide as your mat. Get a nice open down dog here. Feels especially good if you have tight hamstrings. Take a couple breaths there. And really focus on rooting your fingers, your finger pads in particular, your index and thumb, to the earth. Outer arms turn under. Let your head go. Blah, 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 blah. Take it out. Okay. When you're ready, you can put your feet closer toward one another again. And then just straighten one leg, bend the other. And on your next breath, switch sides. And then on your next Exhale, slowly start to walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway without straining your neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet as you rise up. And all the way to standing. To the center. And take a moment there. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to honor the transition to standing. Good. And we'll take a few rounds of some version of Surya Namaskar to warm up more. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands. Step back. Plank. Set your plank. Inhale there. You can take knees, chest, chin, all the way to the floor. On your exhale, inhale, little cobra, pulling your elbows toward your body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, and push back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale and lunge. Exhale, lower your back knee. Release the curl of your back toe. Inhale, sweep up on Anjayasana. Exhale, hands down. Use your fingertips there as you re-curl your back toe. Inhale, and then step forward and fold. Nice forward. Inhale, root to rise. Good. Through the center. Inhale. Sweep up the energy. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step back, opposite push the plank. If you can remember your non-dominant foot usually. Inhale and plank. You go ahead and take knees, chest, chin, once more to the earth. Inhale, cobra, maybe just a tad bit higher, but again, no attachment to how high you go. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back. Exhale, down facing down. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, step through to lunge. Inhale and lunge, squeezing toward the midline. Exhale, drop your back knee, release the curl of your back toe. Inhale, lunge. Exhale. Fingertips. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, root down. Rise up. Through the center. Samastiti. And just pause there for a moment. Close your eyes. And take your left hand over your heart and your right hand on your belly and just be sure to tuck your tailbone in so you're Standing nice and tall. And just close your eyes for a moment. Feel your heartbeat. Grounding energy of the earth. Ayurveda, the earth element is represented by all the physical parts of your body. So your organs, your muscles, your tissues, your flesh, your bones. That's the earth. So it's good to acknowledge the presence of earth in your body. Helps us ground into our mother. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up halfway. Oh, my crystal. I forgot it was in my bra. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Fold. That's earth coming out. Plant your hands. Step or hop. Plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. You can always stay modified. Inhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, twist it open. Try to keep your torso square. Nice. Pressing into the earth with your left foot. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, step through. Good. Go ahead on your next breath. Lower your back knee. Sweep up onto Asana. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the earth. Inhale, curl your back toe under. Place your left hand on the earth, right hand to the sky. Open up for a twist. Really press into the earth, squeeze toward the midline, and let your heart open up. A little back bending quality. Good. One more breath there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and lunge. Really stick your lunge. Press your back heel toward the back of the room. Squeeze toward the midline. Feel the power of your lunge. Maybe take your arms alongside you. Sweep it up for a breath. Good. Hands back down. Inhale. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come on. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Now, moving through a vinyasa, step or hop. All the way to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, twist it open. Getting the creaks out. I feel so creaky today. Torso square. Hips open. Good. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, step through to lunge. Inhale on your lunge. Exhale, lower your knee. Moving on your breath, inhale. Lunge, yes. Exhale. Inhale, lunge. Stick your lunge. Exhale, place your hand down. And then on your inhale, Open up, twisting. Second side. Stay here for a couple of breaths and really open up. Allow your heart to shine toward the sky. One more inhale. And exhale. Bring it all the way back around. Step forward and forward. Inhale, root to rise. Come on. Mountain pose. Good. Take a moment in mountain pose. Feel a fire lighting up inside of you from the heat building. So the ani. We can feel the wind of our breath, the air. The earth elements of our body. And our movement fluid, like water. And then creating space inside of us. 5 elements as they relate to the Ayurvedic principles. We'll talk more about those in the coming weeks. Inhale, arms up. Exhale into chair. Now, if you'd like a little challenge here, bring your arms so that they're level with your shoulders, and then come up on your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead on your next inhale, drop your heels, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist it. Take a breath there. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee opposite tricep. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Pat your back, hover, push the floor away, and then step through. Woo! You can always skip that or come down to your knee and still get the benefit of the core work. We want to light those fires up. Go ahead and plant your back foot this time. Turn it out slightly. Inhale, warrior one. Get nice and low. Arms up. Next in breath, go ahead and take your hands behind you. Clasp them. And set up there for humble warrior. Inhale, pull your hands down. Exhale, fold to the inside of your leg or belly on your thigh. Allow your hands to come toward the sky. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. Inhale. And then straighten your front leg and then just turn it. Turn your foot so that it's parallel with the other one, so that your feet are parallel and you come to the wide edge of your mat. And then go ahead and inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now, depending how close your head or how far your head is from the earth, will probably determine the placement of your hands. But for this version, it doesn't really matter. We really want to press into our feet, pulling up the earth energy there into our feet, into the arches of our feet, and feeling that energy move up our legs. Active. Good. It's also a surrender. Take a forward fold. Good. Inhale, look up halfway, and then exhale once more. Walk back around to the front of your mat. Excellent. And then pressing into your front foot, activating your back foot, activating your core, come on up into crescent lunge. You can start with hands on hips. I want to challenge you to tuck your tailbone under. Sometimes we have this big sway back that goes on in crescent, but if you tuck your tailbone under and activate your lower core muscles, it will actually help you stabilize over time. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Little back bend. Exhale, hands in front of your heart and twist. So by the time you get to the bottom of your exhale, you're empty, empty, empty. Push that back foot toward the back of the room. If you need to take your knee down to the mat, that is a wonderful modification here. Wherever you're at, you can press your palms together, trying to get your elbows into a line. As you turn your heart toward the sky. And one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. If you have a little juice, come into standing split on your next in-breath. Taking that leg, left leg toward the sky, folding into your foot here. Maybe even challenge your balance. And then bring it all down. Deep bend, forward fold. You can bend your knees here, maybe hug yourself. Exhale through your mouth. Let it all go. Inhale, straighten your legs, release any clasp you have, look up halfway. Maybe even come up truly halfway. Exhale, fold once more. Inhale, root to rise. Drawing the earth energy up through your vessel. All the way up to the sky. A little back bend. Exhale. Hands to your heart, mountain pose. Breathe. You should feel a major difference between the two sides of your body. One leg's probably screaming at you, your right leg. Don't worry, left leg. Gonna get in on the X. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale into chair. Dropping lower. Again, if you want that extra challenge, hands out in front of you parallel with the earth. Come up onto your toes. Sink a little lower. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale. And then exhale to your flat feet again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, take a vinyasa. Inhale. Taking your time, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, twist it open. Square your torso. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, square. Straighten. Exhale, knee opposite tricep. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. Pat your back. Get empty. Step through the lunge. Very good. And then go ahead and plant your back foot. I think that's right. Come on up to warrior one. Little heart offering in warrior one as you bend into your front leg and really plant that back foot on the earth. Exhale, bring your hands down and take a breath to clasp your hands the funky way and set yourself up for humble warrior, second side. So on your next inhale, bring your hands down. Exhale, fold. Really relying on the strength of your leg, bending deeply. You'll find a resistance there. It'll try to straighten. You want to bend. It can do it. Press evenly into both feet. Squeeze toward the midline. Find some freedom in your shoulders. Allow them to come toward the sky. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. Straighten your leg, your front leg. On a breath. And then walk around to the long edge of your mat, paralleling your feet. You may need to adjust your stance. Sorry, you're looking at my butt. Hopefully you're not looking and you're doing. Inhale, fingertips to the earth, look up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Now, if you are a more seasoned practitioner and your head comes close to the earth, that's great. You may opt to take a headstand here. If that is not where you're going today, let's not fall into the trappings of delusion about it happening for you if you've never tried it before. You can just continue to work your head close to the earth, or not. If you're not anywhere close to the earth, just work the forward fold. Use whatever props are available to you to bring the floor closer to you. It's still an inversion, so you're finding a way to disrupt your orientation to the world. Inversions are really good for that. Long, slow, deep breaths, wherever you are. If you're in the headstand, you can start to bring your feet slowly down to the earth. If your hands have been more underneath you or in front of you, try to walk them now behind you, so through your legs, out the opposite way. Take one more big breath there. And then slowly walk your hands once again underneath you. And on a breath, turn back around to the front of your mat. Good. And now you're going to set yourself up in lunge, preparing to come up into crescent. High lunge on a breath. And again, take a moment here, check in with your crescent shape. So we want to avoid the big sway back that can happen by tucking our tailbone. So that might mean that you bend your back leg a little bit. Engaging our lower abdominals. And then seeing if we can get more strength, stability here. Inhale, arms come up. Little back bend. Exhale all the way through to your twist. So that by the time you get there, you're nice and empty. My left side is problematic today, so I'm going to my knee because that's what my body just did. And I'm not attaching to the fact that it needs to be something else. There we go, twist. 2, 3, on your next inhale, unwind, and back around, and then hands down to the earth. Inhale, take a standing split if you feel so inclined. Getting that leg high. And then lowering all the way into a deep forward bend. Maybe take your elbows side to side. Sway a little bit. Letting yourself be free to move. Good, release that. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, root to rise. Come on up. Through the center. Nice big breath. I'm going to get a drink of water. Talking is right in the middle. Inhale, bring your arms up. Last chair, exhale. Final challenge in chair. If you'd like to bring your hands parallel, come up onto your toes. A little lower. Inhale. Now, if you're a person who likes to take crow, you can actually take this all the way down to crow and then take your vinyasa. Otherwise, come into your vinyasa any way you like. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. A little spice. A little fiery spice in our day. Then we're going to take our right leg up. And we're going to exhale it all the way through to pigeon. Okay. Yay! Yay, pigeon. Here we are. Really settling into the earth. Release the curl of your back toe. You can also keep it curled. Everybody's body is different in pigeon. If you need support, grab your blanket, put it underneath your bottom. Get nice and tall first. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Slowly start to walk yourself forward. Really allow yourself to come down. Breathe into those places of resistance. Burning it out. Letting go. So another way to think of attachment. We cling to emotions, thoughts. And that clinging often manifests in our hips. Our body wants to hold on. And here I invite you to let go. And not attaching to how far you think you ought to be in your pitching. Wherever you are in this moment, greet yourself. Remember, Aham Brahmasmi. I am the universe. Allow that energy to flow through you. Slowly start to wake your way, wake up. Whatever it is. Make your way back up. Oh man. Inhale once again, getting nice and tall. And then on your exhale, take that back leg, swing it around. Coming into a seated twist. So we'll take our right elbow to the outside of our left thigh here. Of course, if you want to keep your knee hugging in, you can do that. Breathe into your twist. Slowly start to unwind and twist. And then from here, you can just come back and take through Malasana if you like, or just come onto your toes. Holding forward, standing all the way up. Move this my chair. And I lied, there's going to be one more chair. Didn't know it, but here we are. We're going to go down again. It's fun. Inhale. Maybe take a little back bend on your exhale this time. First, inhale, exhale, chair. Again, options just to hang out here, go through your vinyasa, or come into the challenge chair, or take the challenge chair all the way down to Bakasana. And take your vinyasa. This really is the last vinyasa, so make it count. All the way. And why don't we take a couple breaths in down dog. Hog. When you're ready, bring your left leg up. And exhale it knee to the outside of your hand, all the way through to pigeon prep. Setting yourself up first, so you need your blanket, grab your blanket. Curl your back toe if that works for you. Some people like to keep it curled. It helps with alignment. It can help alleviate pressure on your knee. I like to uncurl mine and then press into the top of my foot to alleviate the pressure on the knee. Tent your fingertips. Inhale, up. Exhale, slowly start to walk it down. Into elbows. All the way, wherever you're going to be today, you can let it all go. Slow down your breath. Vandamasi. When you're ready, slowly start to make your way back up. Doing whatever you need to do to help your right leg swing around. Setting those sit bones on the earth and preparing for your twist to the right. So again, you can hug your knee in. You can take your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. You can take a bind or a half bind. Next breath, slowly unwind. And back to the front, uncross your legs. And just for giggles, come into Navasana, bow pose. Your legs can be bent or they can be straight. Take a big in-breath, inhale. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the earth. We're ready for Shavasana. If you feel a burning desire to do anything else on the ground, go for it. Otherwise, we can just be here. Allowing yourself to be absorbed by the earth. And even in this exercise of just dropping in right away, that's a subtle way to work through any attachments that we have that can be qualified as greed sometimes, where we get greedy and think we need more and are attached to having more. And here we can just let it go. Let that fire just burn out the desire. These subtle acts of releasing practices that we cultivate so we can take these principles off the mat and into the world. Take an inhale through your mouth, through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth and just let it go. Allow yourself to receive in this stillness the gifts of peace, serenity, love. Bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, roll to your side. Keeping your eyes closed or gaze soft, come all the way once more to seated. Aham Brahmasmi. With your hands in front of your heart, take a breath of gratitude to yourself and to your fellow yogis and yoginis for joining together through these means, virtually and in person, to cultivate a container of practice. Take a breath of gratitude to RBC for being our Sangha home. And with your next breath, you recall your intention and your dedication. And send it out with metta, Send metta, loving kindness out. For the greatest good of this planet Earth and all living beings upon her. We'll close with an Om together. Inhale. May the long-time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way on. Thank you so much for joining us in practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much. Remember, you can contribute through Venmo, Reno Buddhist Center, or the PayPal link. And tonight is Moon Rabbit Drive-Thru Cafe, so 4 to 7, right, Shelley? 5 to 7. 5 to 7. So you can eat on the lawn, or you can pick up and go. It's Moroccan madness, so yummy, yummy falafel and gyros. So thank you all so much. Have a blessed Saturday.